She knew it. So she swallowed her pride, got in the back seat, and remained silent. As the vehicle slid across frozen roads, her eyes traced the snow-laden scenery outside. She breathed slower, calmer. Her anger shifted to calculation. Maybe this wasn't a defeat. Maybe she could still win. So what if he has a girlfriend? She thought. I am beautiful, intelligent, wealthy. I've been courted by the best. I can still take him. She started crafting a plan, not just to win Zhang Yi's heart, but to refine him. He might be competent, but he was still a bit rough, too grounded. After marriage, she could elevate him, shape him into a proper figurehead worthy of elite society. The car rolled to a halt. She stepped out, staring at the towering villa before her. Her eyes widened slightly, despite herself. The house is quite big, she said, trying to keep her voice even. It must have taken you a lot to maintain it in this frozen world. She turned slowly, examining the shelter. But I still think it's not as good as Blizzard City. It's too quiet, too deserted. Zhang Yi glanced at her, uninterested. I didn't ask you to stay here. Her face dropped. I was just commenting. No need to be sarcastic. He ignored her, walked to the massive alloy door. An iris scan flickered. The heavy door slid open slowly, hissing softly. Warm air greeted them. She stepped inside and froze. The interior glowed with warmth, gold tones, and opulence. Her eyes scanned the living room, the velvet drapes, the antique lamps, the carefully selected wall art. She recognized the brands. The imported carpet alone, handwoven in Rome, was worth hundreds of thousands. The sofa set was an ultra-rare pre-apocalypse luxury model. Everything, the chairs, the cabinets, the lighting, was top-tier, elite class, impossible to come by in a post-Ice Age world. Even her uncle Zhu Jing didn't live this lavishly. Not anymore. She swallowed. Where did you get all of this? She asked, trying to stay calm. Zhang Yi shrugged. It's the end of the world. Most of these were abandoned. I picked them up from places. She stared at him. Just like that? He made it sound so easy. But she knew deep down, that acquiring and transporting these treasures from beneath snowdrifts, across collapsed cities, through radiation zones and mutant dangers, was not something any ordinary man could do. Before she could ask more, a soft voice rang.
Hello, good and welcome to Henzy Tutorials. In today's video, we'll see how we can go about creating scripts using a voiceover for our Faceless channel. So, without much ado, let's get straight down into business. The first thing that you want to do is, let's say you've already written your script out somewhere and then you want to import your script into the scene. So after writing my script somewhere, let's say this is my script. So I'll bring in my script and then I will tell the AI that the AI should please convert my story into a voiceover for a YouTube channel. So I'm going to paste this here. So let's see what it generates. But now this is something you need to know. This is not the only, you can make use of other LLM that you want to achieve this as well. So of course I knew it, so it's doing something about narration, but in my case I just want only one person narration. So this is it. So when my script is done, definitely I'll pick it up and then go use it. But then again, there's still other LLMs that you could use, or other AI you can use. You can make use of Claude, you can use DeepSeek, you can also use Google Gemini. And maybe in other videos, I could show you how to go about creating a voiceover using Notebook that's owned by Google. So if our script is ready, let's see. So our script is ready. So this is the part that I need. I need this part. So maybe next time, so all you do is you copy it and then you can edit out all the other things that you don't want to be in it. Things like the tone, music shifts, and all that. I don't need all that. All I need is just a voiceover script. So let's say I've gotten my story, my YouTube script. I click on copy. So after copying that, the next thing you want to do is we're going to head over to Clipchamp. If you're making use of Windows, Clipchamp is quite free. You can generate unlimited voices, and they have really natural voices that you can make use of that you would really like. So let's head over there to Clipchamp and let's see. So just before I go over there, okay, so I have my scripts on my keyboard. So the next thing you do when you head over to Clipchamp, you click on create a new video. So over here, you see record and create. So you'll see where it has text to speech. So I'll click on text to speech, which is on the left hand side here. And so after that, I'll be given the option of various voices, and I have to choose the voice that I like. So the first thing I want to do is I want to copy paste my script here. After editing my script and making sure my script doesn't have any issues or anything, I really found Google for me really straightforward and really helpful. So it all depends, because for me, I want to make mention of the chapter so my audience knows precisely the chapter it is that they are using. So here you can listen to the voices. So here you get to hear, I get to choose whichever one it is that I like here. I could change the country and then the person speaking, whichever one is the case here. So let me see how Arabel sounds like. So if I really like Arabel, I'll go for her. And then I can also choose the country that I want. Maybe I want the voice to sound Arabic or Syrian, and so this one here, it's not English at all, and I don't want that. So I want English language. First, that's my language. So the voice that comes out are those ones. There's multilingual, several type of voices. Tony, thoughtful, Roger. So I think so. Let me try Elizabeth. So here we have okay, just pick one. I'll pick Derek. So I like the voice of Derek. I like the voice of Derek very, very well. So after choosing the voice, there are a couple of things you can still play around with. One of them is the pace. The pace makes it slower. If you really want that, it makes it a bit slower, but you shouldn't make it slower. So slow, depending on how you want to generate it. Then now you also notice here that it's telling me that the voice I use, my text is quite long. So what am I going to do? It tells me about 7 characters too many. So I'll cut a part of it, and I know where to. So I'll cut this one, do Ctrl X. So this time around, it's totally fine. So what I'll do is I'll click on save, and my voice is going to appear here. After when it's done processing, the audio is going to be available here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to create a new voice now, and then add to complete up the story. the one that was left behind. So also, while you've dropped down on the page, you can still decide to hear the voice here. So that's it. So one thing again about, okay, so my voice is ready. Perfect. So for me to zoom out, I just use Ctrl and minus. And with that, say the one I currently have is telling me that what I have is about 8 minutes. So I'm going to add the other part to it. So what do I do here? I'll duplicate this clip. If you are using Ctrl D, you can duplicate. Then I'll come over to this second one. I'll click on it. Once it's highlighted, I'll go over here, press Ctrl A and Ctrl V. Now this time around, I'm pasting the remainder of the script that I had initially copied. So with this, you will be able to see, you can see the total length of my script is 856. So once you're done with this, you've created your voiceover. The next thing you want to do is you'll go over here and click on export. You export as a video. And then also, if you want to create captions, you can create free voiceovers and then free captions for your script in case you want to upload it on YouTube, and so that you know it has, because sometimes YouTube might miss the spelling of a couple of things, or you want to use it on your video editing software without much stress. So another thing you can do is you come over here, click on captions, and you click on try now. So it asks you what language. If you want to filter profanity, is up to you. So click on transcribe media, and to take a little bit of a while, and they'll be generated. So once they're done generating, something else that is very important and crucial. I'm not editing my video on Clipchamp. Maybe in another video, I don't know. I could likely show you an example of how to use Clipchamp to edit videos. But for the purpose of this class, we are just creating only scripts or creating voiceovers. So you see, one of our scripts is already done, while the other one is working. So if I click on hide captions in video, it means the captions will not show in the video. So at the moment, there is no caption, there is no video, there is nothing. So if you also want to see what this will look like, so first and foremost, you will notice that we are currently done with the transcription. So if I don't want the captions, I will just click on turn off captions. But the reason why I generated these captions was simply because I wanted to use the captions later on. So it's way easier. I don't want errors based on auto generation, because I use a script here. It's definitely converting the script that I used to create my captions for me. It's that simple. I don't want the captions in the video. I'm not interested in that, because I'm going to move it a little. Next thing I'll do is 480p. The reason why I'm choosing 480p is because my interest is only in the audio. So what you simply do is here is you come over here and you name this, I'll name this chapter 800. So when I'm done, when my video is done rendering, when my audio is done rendering, you're going to see it there. So if you also want to use Notebook LLM to create your scripts, hopefully stay tuned for the next video. There I would show you precisely how you can go about achieving this, and it's something that you would really like. But if you've never subscribed to my channel, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to do so. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, drop a comment if there's something you don't truly understand, and I will explain that for you. Thank you. So another method or way you can use in creating your voiceover. So for instance, we already have our script written out, which is what you saw. We already have our script written out. So let's say I go over to my notepad and I create a new, so I do here control, I have my script here before now. So this is my script and this is it. So what you can simply do is So once this is done, the question is, what are we going to do? So next thing you can do is you can pick up your phone, get your earpod or get your microphone, and then you can use your voice. So for instance, I would, so I'm going to do that voiceover now, and let's go. Chapter 800, Talking at Cross Purpose. Zhangyi's attitude had finally pushed Zhu Young to her breaking point. The Malian soldier had just aimed a gun at her head. She had almost died. She shouted at Zhangyi, her voice trembling with anger. "You don't care about me at all. You've treated me like death since we met. What did I ever do to deserve this? I've tried so hard to build a relationship with you. What more do you want from me?" But Zhangyi stayed silent. In his eyes, it wasn't his fault. From the beginning, it was Zhu Young who acted superior. Besides, they were only working together. He wasn't obligated to care. Finally, Zhangyi spoke. "I promised Zhushai I would keep you alive, and that's it. This mission matters more than your feelings. I don't like it differently." He looked at her the way you would look at a stupid spoiled child. "Control your temper. The things you are proud of, they don't mean anything in this world." The words hit hard, but Zhu Young wasn't about to admit she had done anything wrong. In her eyes, the fault was entirely his. This cold, heartless man, who had no sympathy for women. "You are just bitter," she snapped. "Bitter? Because I wouldn't shake your hands without gloves? You've been waiting for revenge ever since?" Zhangyi didn't even blink. "Wow, you figured that out," he said with a smirk. "I still haven't forgiven you for that." He tapped his nose. "I'm Zhangyi, petty, vindictive. That's just who I am." Then he turned towards the frozen sea, expression unreadable. Blood still stained the edge of his coat. "In a place like this," he said, "anything can happen." So I'm just giving an example of how you can go about creating your own voiceover for your scripts, and your choice or tone of words, it's really up to you. But what really matters most is that your audience likes the way you talk. Otherwise, it's just best you make use of an AI to, really make everything goes on smoothly for you. So by now, our video is already ready. So after you're done saving your video, the next thing that you want to do, and processing the whole audio and all that, the next thing that you want to do is you want to click on save to your computer and then click on save captions. So you can come over here to the download and then see the videos that has been done. Next thing you want to do is you have two options. Either you import it as MP4 or you can simply rename the file to .mp3. So if you're renaming to .mp3, right click here, come over, do rename, and then I'll call it chapter 800. Then I'll change this to MP3 and click OK. So to ask me if I want to use it as usable, click yes, and so that's it. So with that, I'm done. And okay, so save captions, I click on save captions. So save captions is going to come out as .srot file. I will save the same, I'll still save it the same way. Chapter 800, and so I click on save. So that's it. My SRT file has been downloaded and everything, it's all right. This is the SRT file, so yeah, good. So thank you very much for watching.